Do you ever feel like someone else's comment, a single look, or a minor annoyance hijacks your entire mood for hours? That draining feeling, like your peace is held hostage by the world outside, is more common than you think. But what if that could end today? What if you could walk through your days with a steadiness that life's chaos and other people's choices simply could not shake? This isn't about becoming numb or indifferent. It's about cultivating a profound, unbreakable inner quiet. And by the end of this, you'll have a simple but transformative framework to build it. We're exploring 10 powerful shifts in perspective. These aren't quick fixes. They are principles to rewire your relationship with frustration and anger. They're about reclaiming the authority over your own emotional state. So if you're ready to discover how to remain centered, no matter the external storm, let's begin. The first shift is foundational. Recognize your space of choice. Picture this, you're having a perfectly calm morning. Then a message pops up, a curt, dismissive reply from a colleague. In an instant, your calm shatters. You think, they just ruined my morning. But here is the pivotal truth: they didn't. Your reaction did. The event is external. Your emotional response is an internal creation. Between what happens to you and what you feel, there is a gap. And in that gap lies all your power. Consider this. You're wearing earplugs in a noisy room. The noise exists, but it doesn't have to reach you. Your mind can work the same way. You don't have to let the noise of other people's behavior penetrate your peace. The gap between stimulus and response is where your freedom lives. When you pause in that space, you choose your weather. So next time you feel triggered, practice this first. Stop. Just breathe. Name the emotion: irritation, hurt. This act of naming disrupts the automatic cycle. Then ask, is my reaction about what happened or my story about it? Finally, consciously decide, will you hand over your peace or will you keep it? The second shift: release the expectation that others will mirror you. We often get upset not simply by what people do, but because they didn't act as we would have. We think, I would never do that to them. And so disappointment takes root. The hard but liberating reality is this: every person operates from their own unique blueprint of experiences, fears, and priorities. Expecting them to align with your personal rulebook is a guaranteed path to frustration. It's like being upset that a cat doesn't bark. The cat is simply being a cat. When someone is inconsiderate, it's far more often a statement about their inner world than a verdict on yours. The practice here is to observe behavior without layering your expectation over it. See it for what it is, not for what you think it should be. This isn't about condoning poor behavior. It's about refusing to let your happiness depend on something you cannot control, another person's nature. When you truly internalize this, a massive weight lifts. Shift 3. Relinquish the compulsion to be right. How many arguments have you had where, in the heat of it, the need to win overtook the actual point? That drive often comes from a place of insecurity, as if being wrong diminishes our worth. But what if you traded the goal of winning for the goal of peace? A powerful question to hold. Would you rather be right, or would you rather be at ease? Most conflicts that drain us aren't about core values, they're about perspectives. Insisting on your viewpoint fuels tension. Choosing understanding or even agreeing to disagree preserves your energy. This means pausing before you rebut. It means asking, will this matter in a week? Is this battle worth my tranquility? By letting go of the need to prove your point in every minor skirmish, you conserve immense emotional capital for what truly matters. The fourth mental shift: stop outsourcing your self-worth. Imagine sharing a creative idea you love, and someone responds with a blank stare or faint criticism. That sting is real, but why does their opinion hold so much power? We unconsciously grant others the authority to validate or invalidate us. Your value is not a crowdsourced metric. It is inherent, built-in, and non-negotiable. Constructive feedback is useful data. Unkind judgment is often someone else's baggage. Learn to differentiate. When a critical comment lands, pause. Instead of absorbing it, evaluate it. Ask, is this about me or is this about them? You are not required to accept every opinion offered to you. Your worth was never up for debate. By detaching your self-assessment from the fleeting opinions of others, you build an inner citadel that no comment can breach. Fifth, guard your energy with clear boundaries. You cannot be a haven for others if you are perpetually in storm yourself. Saying yes when you mean no is a slow drain on your spirit. Boundaries are not walls, they are the gates you control, deciding what enters your emotional space. They are the ultimate act of self-respect. Think of your energy as a finite resource. If you distribute it to every request and demand without filter, you'll have nothing left for your own growth and joy. Setting a boundary might sound like, I value our conversations, but I need to keep my evenings for rest. Can we connect tomorrow? It's firm, kind, and protects your peace. Uphold these limits consistently. People will learn how to treat you based on what you tolerate. By defining your limits, you reclaim your time, focus, and emotional vitality. Shift 6. Cultivate the power of strategic silence. When provoked, our instinct is to fire back, but retaliation often just feeds the conflict. Silence, however, is a formidable force. It is not weakness, it is restrained strength. It communicates that you cannot be baited into losing your center. Imagine someone is deliberately trying to upset you with a barbed remark. Your anger rises. Now, imagine you simply meet their eyes, stay quiet, and then slowly return to what you were doing. That silence is deafening. It denies them the reaction they seek. As the old saying goes, don't wrestle with a pig, you both get dirty, and the pig likes it. Your silence protects your dignity and preserves your energy for what deserves it. Speak when it will improve upon the quiet. The 7th practice, use gratitude as an antidote to anger. You cannot feel deep gratitude and burning anger simultaneously. They occupy the same emotional space. When frustration mounts, you're stuck in traffic, a plan falls apart. That is precisely the moment to deploy gratitude. It acts as a mental reset button. Take a breath and ask, what's one thing right now I can be thankful for? Maybe it's the comfort of your car, the podcast you're listening to, or your health. This isn't naive positivity, it's a deliberate redirect of focus from what's lacking to what's present. Keep a simple gratitude note on your phone. Each night, jot down 3 small wins or blessings. This trains your brain to scan for light, not just shadow. Anger cannot thrive in a mind focused on abundance. 8th, reframe criticism as useful data, not an attack. No one enjoys criticism, but if you view it purely as a personal affront, you miss its potential value. Even poorly delivered feedback can contain a nugget of truth that helps you grow. The key is to become a filter, not a sponge. When criticism comes, don't react. Pause. First, consider the source. Is this someone who genuinely wishes you well? Then sift through the delivery for the core message. Ask, what can I learn here? If there's a valid point, use it. If it's just noise, let it pass. Your growth is not dependent on the politeness of the messenger. By treating criticism as neutral information to be evaluated, you disarm its emotional sting and turn it into fuel for improvement. The 9th perspective, see discomfort as a sign of growth, not a signal to retreat. Our minds are wired to seek comfort and avoid pain, but all meaningful growth happens just outside the borders of our comfort zone, that feeling of unease, awkwardness, or difficulty when trying something new. That's not a sign you're failing, it's evidence you're expanding. Embrace the stretch. When you feel that resistance, instead of pulling back, lean in mentally. Say to yourself, this feels difficult because I am building new capacity. Whether it's a challenging conversation, a new skill, or setting a firm boundary, the discomfort is temporary. The strength you gain is permanent. Don't let the temporary price of growth steal the permanent reward of a stronger you. Finally, the 10th and most profound shift, master the art of release. Holding on to resentment, anger, or a past hurt is like gripping a hot stone, waiting to throw it. The longer you hold it, the more you burn. Letting go is the healing. It doesn't mean you agree with what happened or that you forget. It means you choose to stop carrying the poison in your own system. Think of a past grievance that still bothers you. How much mental real estate does it still occupy? Releasing it is a gift you give yourself. It's saying, I will no longer allow this person or event to live rent-free in my mind. Write it down and burn the paper. Say it out loud, I release this. Feel the lightness that follows. Your peace is too precious to be traded for a grudge. When you let go of what you cannot change, you create space for what you can create. And there you have it, 10 mental shifts to build an unshakable core. This is the path to a life where external events may occur, but your inner stability remains yours to command. Start with one shift. Practice it until it becomes a reflex. Remember, emotional mastery isn't the absence of feeling, it's the conscious direction of your response. If this resonated with you, please support this channel by hitting the like button. It helps immensely. For more content to guide your inner journey, subscribe to Winds of Thought. Share one key takeaway in the comments below. I read them all. Thank you for your time and attention. Until next time, guard your peace, nurture your growth, and remember, the strongest response is often a calm mind.